But credit card debt is too much when you're paying your minimum balance and you guys find that you're over the limit on credit cards and there's no way you can pay down these credit cards more than you're actually doing. That's when credit card debt is too much. Now that's in my opinion. If we're talking to Dave Ramsey, he'll say any penny you spend is too much. So it's different for everybody. Now when it comes down to debt, I actually got this question from somebody also inside my comments. It was like, when do you know when to file bankruptcy? When do you know, like, not to try to just repair your credit, but to just, go through with that bankruptcy? And my thing is this: when you find that everything that you're doing is not working, or if you find that you have so much debt and you can't settle the companies out, then at that point, you should probably talk to an attorney and look into bankruptcy. I don't like to just tell people, um, to just go with the bankruptcy, because the bankruptcy could do some damage depending on what's your goals. It can do a lot of damage, like depending on what's your goals. Like if you want to be an investor and buy properties, it's going to limit the amount of time for you to buy properties as an investor. Now, if you're looking to just get in a house yourself, if you file Chapter 7, then remember you can't buy a house for 2 years. Chapter 13, you got that 1 year. But if you want to be an investor, a lot of times some companies won't lend to you for 5 years. And to me, you've been better off hustling, or I want to say hustling, I want to say that, but picking up extra side jobs, doing whatever you got to do to bring in more money to pay off your debts, because you can get that done in 2 years or 3 years if you go like the Dave Ramsey route. So it really would just depend, but it really would just depend. But just make sure that if you are having just too much debt, you can't deal with it, then you should definitely go and talk to an attorney and try to see what you can do, because they can help you settle out the debt, or they can just say, you know what, you probably do just have to file bankruptcy, but they can be able to help you with that process. If you only got a little accounts in your credit reports, like I've seen people where they got in a car accident and they filed bankruptcy, and I'm like, that's it. And they filed bankruptcy not because the other person was hurt, they were damaged, but they filed because they had that repo on their credit reports. In a repo, sometimes it don't even have to be that much. It'd be like $10,000 to $15,000, and I'm like, you could have picked that up extra job and got that taken care of, so that you can go towards some of your other goals, like buying a house, getting a better car with a better interest rate, and actually getting nice, decent credit cards. So please, keep in mind all the possibilities that's out there, because it's more that you guys can actually do.